After the forewoman heading the Fulton County, Georgia special grand jury investigating Donald Trump and his allies gave multiple interviews this week about the group's recommendation to indict more than a dozen people, attorneys for some who might be facing possible indictment are moving to kill any legal or law enforcement action against them. CBS News has learned that lawyers close to several GOP witnesses in Fulton County investigation are preparing to move to quash any possible indictments by DA based on the public statements by the forewoman of the special grand jury, per two people familiar with the discussions, CBS News' Robert Costa reports. The forewoman, Emily Coors, gave the press increasingly suggestive interviews, including saying Americans will not be surprised if and when District Attorney Fani Willis hands down the indictments the group recommended. The special grand jury investigated Donald Trump and his allies and their alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election. The investigation was sparked by the release of Trump's phone call with Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. Trump infamously pressured Raffensperger to find him 11,780 votes so he could win that state's election. It is not a short list, forewoman Emily Coors said, The New York Times reported Tuesday, noting multiple indictments were recommended. Calling her remarks cryptic, the Times says it asked her if Donald Trump was among those recommended for indictment. "You're not going to be shocked. It's not rocket science," she said, adding, "You won't be too surprised. I will tell you that if the judge releases the recommendations, it is not going to be some giant plot twist," Coors said. "You probably have a fair idea of what may be on there. I'm trying very hard to say that delicately." Some experts overnight expressed concern at Coors' very public remarks, and some have noted that the special grand jury has no power to indict. Any indictment would be made by a separate grand jury and District Attorney Fani Willis, and thus not subject to her public remarks. In response, noted National Security Attorney Brad Moss tweeted, "The little media tour the Georgia special grand jury foreperson did yesterday was obscenely stupid, ill-advised, and inappropriate," but added, "It is highly unlikely the public remarks she made will undermine any actual indictments."